Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, as usual, several things to say. We will talk about the situation of some top players, something to say quick also about managers, something also on goalkeepers. And so let's jump into it together. And here we are, guys, many movement expected on the market, a busy summer, so get ready. Here on the channel we'll always be ready to keep you updated. Remember to subscribe, remember to comment, and today let me say a big thanks to all of you because we are hitting 3 million subscribers here on my YouTube channel in English. That's unbelievable, guys. It's been 5 years together in an incredible way every single day, and so thank you really for your support and for following the channel every single day. But let's jump into the news as we always do without wasting our time. Let me start by mentioning the goalkeepers situation. Be careful because could be a goalkeepers kind of domino summer in the window, because what I'm understanding is that apart from Tottenham will go for a new goalkeeper in the summer. Vicario is expected to return to Italy, with Inter really interested in the Italian goalkeeper. So Vicario is expected to leave Tottenham. We have to see if they stay up in the Premier League or get relegated to understand who is going to be the goalkeeper they want to sign. But another situation to follow is the situation of the Brazilian Alisson, the Liverpool goalkeeper. Why? Because Juventus already made a serious approach with Alisson and his camp over a potential long-term contract. Long-term doesn't mean 5 years, but my understanding is that Juventus would be ready to offer a 2+1 year contract, 2 years plus 1 as option, or eventually to discuss a 3-year contract with Alisson. So with these two options being discussed, but it's an important contract, a long contract for Alisson. At the same time, Liverpool have activated a few weeks ago the option to extend his current contract at Anfield until 2027. So on one side, Alisson has 1 more year contract at Liverpool. On the other side, Juventus are prepared to offer 2+1 or even 3 years at the club to the Brazilian goalkeeper. From my understanding, Alisson would be tempted by the possibility to return in Italy and try a new chapter after he did fantastic at Roma a few years ago with the same coach who is now at Juventus, Luciano Spalletti. So Alisson would be tempted by this possibility. But Alisson doesn't want to leave Liverpool in a bad way at all. Alisson wants to respect Liverpool, Alisson loves Liverpool, and Alisson will not leave on bad terms. That's the intention of the Brazilian goalkeeper. So now it's on Liverpool to decide, from now to the end of the season, to communicate something with Alisson, to discuss with Alisson, and decide what they want to do. If they want to keep him, if they want to sell him, if they open doors, which conditions, what Juventus can pay to Liverpool eventually. So several points to clarify in order to understand the future of Alisson. But at the moment, it depends on Liverpool. And Liverpool extended his contract because they believe in Alisson. And they are already going to lose 2 important leaders, Mo Salah and Andy Robertson. So losing also Alisson on the same summer would be tough. And that's going to be a point discussed internally in order to make a decision. Then more to say, guys, around Europe, many movements. On Liverpool, I also wanted to add, don't forget a name I keep mentioning to you over the recent months, and it's the name of Diomande. Because Paris Saint-Germain are interested, Bayern are interested, and also Liverpool remain keen on the player. For Diomande, several clubs are there, several clubs are calling. Diomande has a new agency since January, Rock Nation, and Leipzig are discussing the possibility to keep the player for 1 more season, extend his contract, and include a release clause to sell the player in 2027. But is Diomande deciding? Also based on the proposals arriving this summer. Liverpool keep tracking the player. Liverpool have been in attendance with their scouts over the recent games, in the last 2 games of Red Bull Leipzig, to follow Diomande. And Liverpool appreciate the player. They know they are not alone. From Premier League, from Bayern, from Paris Saint-Germain, there are several clubs interested, but Diomande for sure is going to be an interesting case to follow in the summer transfer window, waiting first of all to understand if he decides to accept new contract from Leipzig, higher salary, release clause, leave in 2027 or 2028, or if he wants to leave immediately. So that's going to be an important point. Another link we always see around, I was already playing down those stories in March and I keep doing that now, is on Kvaratskhelia. Because on Kvaratskhelia we had rumors about Premier League clubs, Arsenal and more. I always told you guys that Kvaratskhelia basically just arrived at Paris Saint-Germain almost 1 year ago. It was January 2020. 5. So he spent just 13, 14, 15 months at Paris Saint-Germain, not a long time, and Kvaratskhelia is very happy at PSG. Today, interview by the father of Kvaratskhelia announcing his decision. He wants to stay at Paris Saint-Germain, no plans to change, no plans to leave. And now Kvaratskhelia taking an official position. He wants to continue at Paris Saint-Germain. His father says he's competing for the best trophies, he's doing fantastic, so why leaving? And that's the point. Kvaratskhelia is very happy at Paris Saint-Germain and not expected to leave the club in the summer transfer window. Also, to my understanding, PSG have no intention to negotiate for Kvaratskhelia this summer. So the situation is absolutely cold, despite all the rumors we had on this topic. And then two more things, guys. We move to Spain. One is about Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez today spoke ahead of the big Champions League clash against Arsenal, and after new rumors on Barcelona, we had rumors on the family looking for house in Barcelona, we had rumors on negotiations club to club, the rumors on Julian Alvarez are every single day. He says, I cannot continue to deny and come here to deny every single day what's coming on the press. Julian Alvarez says, I'm fully focused on Atletico Madrid. So I did a video a few days ago here on the channel, and I told you, Julian Alvarez will not make any final decision on his future before the end of the Champions League campaign. Julián wants to focus on the Champions League campaign, and Julián wants to focus on winning this Champions League title with Atletico Madrid. Julián really believes it's possible, and they can fight for the title. At least get to the final and try to make something historical. So that's the focus for Julian Alvarez. Then, I keep saying, all doors are open for the future of Julián. I'm not aware, despite reports in March and early April, of Julián negotiating a new contract at Atletico Madrid. I'm not aware about that. So the Julián Alvarez case remains open for sure for the summer, but it's not something going to be sorted now, because Julián wants to be fully focused on the pitch, and I think it's also a matter of respect for Atletico Madrid not to put fire on this situation before their situation in the Champions League is clarified. And then just to finish, guys, I can confirm a report coming in Spain over the recent days, reported by El Mundo as well, on Florentino Perez deciding personally on the next coach for Real Madrid. Florentino Perez will consider all the potential options on the table to become the next Real Madrid manager, but Florentino Perez will take full control of the situation. He's still seeking some advice, so from what I'm hearing, it's not going to be only Florentino not talking to anyone, but the final say will be with Florentino, and Florentino will be heavily involved in the process to decide who is going to be the next Real Madrid manager. And so, guys, let me hear your thoughts on all these stories. Many things today, from Julian Alvarez to Alisson, also Kvaratskhelia, Diomande, Florentino Perez, who is the ideal coach for Real Madrid. Your opinion, guys, here in the comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and see you soon here with Fabrizio.